So here we are. The final Street Fighter V arcade playthrough. Going out the same way we came in, basically, because Luke was technically the first new character announced for Street Fighter VI. But yeah, that's why it felt so much more fitting to finish off with Luke instead of finishing off with, say, Oro. Anyway, Luke doesn't have many costumes, and he doesn't have any variations to his costumes. He's got this default one, which, you know, kind of based off of like a UFC fighter. His story one, which it looks like it's the costume he uses in Street Fighter 6. I think he just has an undershirt. I'm not sure. Battle outfit. It's like a basketball jersey and all that. The ad style. And then last but not least, tracksuit. We will use his story one. No, we won't. Battle outfit. Maybe. Default. Ad style. You know what? Tracksuit, because we haven't used the tracksuit at all with anybody.
Let's do it. I'm
always ready for a fight. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I can't use Luke for the life of me. And I guess we will just talk about Street Fighter V, the history of it, and how this is the last video for Street Fighter V. Possibly because, like I said, this game is probably going to be a dead game, even though it's kind of crazy to think that there's still people playing Street Fighter 4 online. Not on like the PS4 version, but like the PS3 and all that.
Round one.
Oh, he actually gets shorts in his tracksuit. So basically, his tracksuit is just the jacket. Nothing more. But I have no clue how to use Luke, since the last time I played as him was his little story mode. You got Popeye, the Sailor Arms. He does a Popeye face on the Street Fighter 6 cover. Hilarious. But did they change his voice actor? Because it sounds slightly different from what I recall. Because he sounds very different. Not very different, but slightly different. But I haven't watched much Street Fighter 6 gameplay except for the stuff they announced. Like, I try to stay away from the people playing the beta, even though it gets recommended in my feed all the time. Like 7 recommendations, I think. What was it? Like 10 is the maximum recommendations you can get, and then it's like 7 out of 10 videos is always Street Fighter 6 beta online fights. It's like I'm trying to. It's like with Smash Ultimate. I wanted to avoid as much stuff as I could. I like his victory animation, not gonna lie. I use that as one of the thumbnails in his thing. We gotta do Rashid. But not in Rashid, we kept using them as the first fights. We gotta beat him up. But Luke in Street Fighter 6, he looks like he's just happy to be there, which is great. Especially that first trailer that just showed like Ryu just being all beefy. And then Luke's like, so, you ready to do this? And you know, I ain't never back it down. I don't like it down. But I have no beef with Luke. I actually kind of like the idea that they're like, hey, we're actually going to release a DLC character for a game that's going to be in a future game, which is going to be like technically the main character, if Luke is the main character, along with Kimberly and Jamie, I believe the other guy's name is. You got Marissa too, which is like the female Zangief, JP, and someone else I'm missing. But yeah, I try to avoid like some of the videos because I want to learn stuff on my own. I don't want to, and that's why I kind of hate open betas. Because what do you call there? There's people who actually got into the beta. Not me. But people who actually get into the beta, they basically get their hands on. Granted, a lot of things will change when the game comes out, but it's somehow they're automatically like champion ranked, and it's like, oh well, I just lost my my will to play this game now online. That's how I felt with a lot of games that have like an open beta on. Because I don't mind playing online, I just don't like recording it because my connection is not that great. Even though I use a wired connection, I just got too many people. This is his critical art, by the way. It's kind of cool. My connection's not that great, and like I said, I'm not that good online. If you want to see some old videos of me playing online, I have some videos of me playing online in Smash, Marvel Infinite, Smash 4 for Wii U, that is. Abigail. Pokken. I remember I had some online with Pokken. I think that's about it. I know there's some videos of me playing Call of Duty terribly because it was my first time ever playing, because people are like, you should play Call of Duty, you should play Call of Duty. And that's why I don't play Call of Duty. It's not that I dislike first-person shooters, I'm not good at them. But you're not good at fighting games either, but I enjoy playing fighting games. I don't really enjoy first-person shooters for the competitive nature of it. Fighting games, I do kind of enjoy the competitive nature, but it's also I get too competitive. Hence why, even though Fortnite is technically a third-person shooter, I will probably never play it, even though I said to myself, the day they put Goku in the game is the day I'll play Fortnite, and lo and behold, Goku, Vegeta, Bulma, and Beerus are in Fortnite. Crazy to think, huh? And now they got My Hero Academia characters coming, they got Naruto in there, they got Kratos, which you don't even have to be on the PlayStation to play as. They got Master Chief, which you don't even have to be on the Xbox to play as. Crazy. And I think they wanted Samus, right? There was a rumor they wanted Samus for Fortnite, but Nintendo's like, no, unless it's exclusive to us, and Fortnite's like, we can't do that. Hence why you're not going to see... Oh, isn't Aloy and Lara Croft also in there? You don't even have to play on the PlayStation to play as Aloy from Horizon. That's also because God of War and the other games are also on like PC. Imagine if Nintendo released like Zelda on PC. Kind of crazy, wasn't it? Anyway, back to Street Fighter V. I'm me rambling on. Yeah, Luke parry. That's what you call him when he parries an attack. It's Luke parry. Like I said, I wasn't disappointed when like I said, I like the idea that it's like, oh, we're actually working on Street Fighter 6. By the way, here's a character that's going to be in Street Fighter 6. We're just going to have him, give you a little taste of him in Street Fighter 5. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. We've got to face all the big boys. Face all the big boys. Screw Nikali. Anyway, Street Fighter 5 got like 6 to 7 years worth of updates, I think. I think like 6 years tech. When did Luke come out? Did he come out in 2020? 2021? Because Street Fighter 5 came out, it says, in 2016. Which, it had a terrible launch. Terrible launch. Focusing only on like online competitive. Story mode didn't come out till like, what was it, a month or two later. And it was downloadable. You had to download the story. Thank God it was free. You still had to download it. But yeah, no arcade mode, which, there are some people out there who likes to play a fighting game to go through a series of fights, me, in a random arcade mode, whether it's on easy, hard, medium, whatever. I just played easy on all these, which is fine in my book. But oh, he's even got like the Street Fighter 6 colors, I just realized, with his attacks when he does his EX. He's got like that paint. So he is basically a preview. I'll never lose to anyone. This stage is hype. This is Zangief's stage also, Capcom Pro Tour. Instead of putting him on the... Oh, yeah, I just noticed they didn't put him in the underground arena. Strange. Maybe it's because it's Luke. Well, I thought Luke had like a, what do you call there? Like a, rapid attack. Oh, you bastard, you jumped! And I missed. Oh, that's okay. Just uppercut. Uppercut! Uppercut! Just hit him perfect. Well, yeah, what a terrible launch for Street Fighter V. And not only that, like in story mode, half the DLC characters were playable before they were even released, like Juri. Yeah, she's the strongest woman on the earth. Juri, Guile, Urien. They were all like Season 1 DLC that were playable in story mode, I believe, before they were even released. Which is like, the characters seem like they're done. Why didn't you just have them in the base game? But then, what was it? Arcade Edition adds arcade mode, I believe. And then it added, who was it? Sakura, Blanca, Sagat. I want to say Akuma, unless Akuma was part of Season 1. G. Basically, it had a really cool trailer, too, showing all the characters and, like, some CG animation.
Round 1. Fight.
And then it got even more DLC, with the announcement of Cody by Kenny Omega. And not only that, Kenny Omega announced Rose. And, or showed off Rose's gameplay. I think Rose was part of the final season. Yeah, she's on that roster. But, it started off terribly, but it ended not in a whimper, like how most games kind of do. Like, but the consistent updating was great. Adding not just one arcade ladder, but, what is it, 6 different arcade ladders? You got Street Fighter Alpha, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each with a different set of characters you can play as to unlock different art pieces. Mission mode was kind of cool at first, but you needed to be online to do it, and it kind of got stupid. Being able to unlock the costumes, like the crossover ones, was kind of cool at first, but having to wait like a week to do it. But yeah, Street Fighter V definitely improved a lot since its humble beginnings, or I should say, not so humble beginnings. Ah! Straight punch to the face.
That's about it.
But yeah, it's not a terrible game, Street Fighter V. It had a few missteps, but like with the consistent updating and everything, it became, in my opinion, a pretty great game. Is it better than, say, like the final update for Street Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4? I think it has like 1 character more than Ultra, or 2, or I think it has less than Ultra. In my opinion, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is just too damn good. Like, it's so good. You had the ability to play as like character versions, which was amazing. Like, you could play as Vanilla Sagat, who was busted against I think they even show it in the trailer. Arcade mode, Yang. Who else was busted? Like, and they added that Ultra mode, or like Rainbow mode. Damn it! Got it! Got it. Damn, I'm good. Oh wow, that projectile is fast. Wow. That's its heavy version too. But Street Fighter V, if damn it, if they added like that ability like they did in Ultra Street Fighter 4, I think it would be a slightly better game than Ultra. But another problem with Street Fighter V is that it's exclusive to PlayStation and PC, which Sony somehow got that. Like, hey, we want the exclusive to the new Street Fighter game. And it's, thank God I had a PlayStation 4, because my PC would not be able to run this game. But I don't think any like mainline Street Fighter games should be exclusive to a console. Like, I know there's a Ultra Street Fighter 2: The Final Warriors, which is exclusive to the Nintendo Switch right now. But no, Street Fighter should always be like a third-party game that is on every console that can run it. That is, like, Street Fighter 6 is not going to be on the Switch, sadly. But it is what it is. I wasn't even going to get it for the Switch if it was available. The only good thing to do for that was to be to take it on the run. But that game looks too good to be for the Switch anyway. Do they have a PS4 version and a Xbox One version coming out too? So I know they have the Series X and PS5 version coming out. Just need Akuma in the damn face. I have to look that up. But yeah, Street Fighter should never be exclusive to anything. Unless Capcom makes their own exclusive, what do you call their system for their exclusives. Imagine that. Capcom makes their own console, and they just release all their old games on it, and it's like all the best versions of them, and the old versions too. Imagine that. Capcom would make a killing. Alright. Ah, ha ha! Finger guns! Oh wait, no, he just points. Cammy, poison. Cammy. As much as it would be fun to say that girl is poison one last time, I'm still waiting for that G fight to pop up. And we're on stage 7. He usually pops up at around stage 7 or 8 during these kind of playthroughs. UK! Not to mention I like Cammy more than I like Poison. And I think Cammy has some better costumes in this game than Poison. But I like Cammy as a character more than Poison. Don't get me wrong, I like Poison. But look at this skin-tight outfit on Cammy. Now picture that on Poison, but the problem with that is that Poison is going to have a bulge because she has a penis. I haven't used that joke in the past 40 some odd videos, have I? Since Poison. I like Luke's uppercut. Kind of cool looking. Which, by the way, even though I said I didn't want to spoil myself for Street Fighter 6, I did watch part of a video that shows all the super arts. And I love that Ken, for one of them, he does basically Sean's Shoryuken, which he Shoryukens you up and then he punches you back down to the ground. I was like, yo, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. I think like that's only if they have like low HP. Because like I saw a different one that he didn't do that. Okay, Cammy. Yeah! Get hyped. Break her face. You know what's crazy to think too about Street Fighter V here is that this game came out. I hate to do shoutouts to other channels, but I'm gonna shout them out. This game came out around the time in which the Super Best Friends were still the Super Best Friends, which they did not break up. There we go. There's the fight. SG's the final boss. Like he was in Dan's story. Watch it be like Ryu does here. Well, we already fought Ryu, I believe, right? Did we? I can't recall. But yeah, it's crazy to think. But you know, they're all doing fine too. I like all their content separately. It is G. For the final time, we fight G. Although, they've said multiple times they're not ever going to do like a best friends reunion style day. I do hope for it, but it's okay. It's not going to happen. Wooly says it's not going to happen. Pat says, Liam. It's not going to happen. Which is okay. Sometimes, that's what happens. Friendships just fall apart, and you realize sometimes you're just better off not being friends. But it is what it is. Enough about that. But yeah, that's just crazy to think that Street Fighter V was around for that time, before the best friends broke up. Some other things too, because the game came out in 2016. This is being recorded. Wow, like I said, I'm just now noticing like the Street Fighter 6 like paint colors for Luke here. Unless that was unintentional, because I think every character has some kind of paint swirly thingy, but he has the actual Street Fighter 6 like colors for his EX moves, like the paint splat and everything. It's kind of crazy to think how far Capcom planned ahead in advance for this. Wish I could get his V skill, because all he could do was just spam the hell out of this move here. In fact, let me see if I can get G to... Oh, okay, so that's what that does. Powers it up. Okay, cool. Not my day! And that's the last time we will see G. It was fun fighting you 40... What is it, 45 times? President. Okay, whatever. I won. Woohoo! We gotta fight Falk. What are we, stage 8 now? We are almost done. Or is it stage 7? Yeah, I think Cammy was stage 7, right? And then G popped up, and now we're on stage 8. Which then... Oh no, don't tell me Cammy was stage 6. Okay, we are stage 8. I apologize for the horn. Beep beep! Falk. A poor, poor character that got released to no fanfare. She just... I don't know. I applaud Capcom for trying to introduce new characters, but it seems that only a few of the new characters became popular. Who is it? Let's see. Technically Luke. G. People love G. Which JP looks like he's gonna be like the new G. Who else was new that they released to this game? Not so much Ed. Like I said, Ed kind of lame. I don't think... Technically not a new character per se, but new to Street Fighter. Abigail, nobody really liked. Because, wasn't Abigail, like I said before, like he was top tier at one point, and they just nerfed him to hell. And then, a lot of people forget Lucia was in the game, the other Final Fight character they added. Like, wasn't there just an entire season, it was just Final Fight characters they added? Cody, Lucia, Poison. No, no. No, they didn't do that. I'm gonna break you, lady! I apologize for the clickety-clank. I'm trying to get comfortable in this chair. My lower back is killing me for sitting here recording the past 6 characters. Going by the look on your face, I get a feeling you don't like me. He doesn't fight Bison at the end. It has to be Ryu then. Luke's final fight has to be Ryu. Wait, did we fight Ryu earlier? I can't remember. I can't remember. But we get to punch Fong in the face one last time. No, we didn't fight Ryu at all. So yeah, it has to be Ryu. It's probably Ryu, his final fight. Which I'm not complaining. Not at all. Even though Ryu is the second most recurring character during these arcade playthroughs, right behind Bison. Probably actually right behind Rashid. Because Rashid appeared a lot during these playthroughs. For maybe second most occurring boss fight. Because I think the only characters with alternate bosses was Laura had Ken. I'm going to keep saying this too. Laura had Ken. Colleen had Urian. Birdie had Karian. Dan had G, which is great. And Bison had somebody else, didn't he? I just can't remember who. No, didn't Bison fight Bison? Wasn't that something I said? No, Bison fought Ryu. Yeah, Ryu was Bison's final fight. Wait, like when Ryu's the final boss for these characters, I just hate the fact they fight him here. Like, I think it's just not that great. Don't get me wrong, I like the Lair of the Four Kings. I just don't think Ryu would be sitting there on his knees as the wind blows. Last time you see Fang's face! In the middle of the Shadowloo base, just sitting there waiting for a fight. Or kneeling there. So, my guess is Ryu is his final fight. Because we got to pick Bison. Oh, Guile, even better. So, Luke also has an alternate. This is great! Maybe I did fight Ryu, I just couldn't remember that I fought Ryu. During this arcade run. Well, it makes the... Do we fight Guile on Guile's classic stage? Is this why Luke uses Guile's classic stage? We're USA. Better not be the city in chaos. Damn it. So we're going out by fighting Guile. With Luke. Makes sense. Not really. I don't know why. I thought it'd be Ryu. But hey, I'll take Guile.
No need for talk.
Yeah, let's do this!
Round one.
Dun 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 dun. Here we go. If you're a little disappointed that this is the last Street Fighter V arcade run and Guile's the last fight, I'm sorry. Sick. Rah! There's a lot of cool punching moves. And knee to the face though. Suck on that, Guile. Just a straight punch to the gut. I'll never lose to anyone! Susha! Hiya! Wait, is that why? Is that supposed to be like a sonic boom? Is that why? Guile fights him? Ooh, 2 hits. No, do the uppercut. The uppercut's cool. I like the animation for the uppercut. I don't know why. Cha cha cha! Ha ya! So yeah, look at all that paint splatter. Guile's going to take a deposit out. He's doing to make a withdrawal. Oh, thank you. I thought it said something else. I thought it said F you. So I'm like, what? So is that what Luke is? He's like an underling of Guile? Alright, let's read this final comic book ending. Oh, there's beating up Dan. Just showing him beat up Dan. Just posing with Guile. One by one, Luke pummeled his way through his opponents until a familiar face appeared, Guile. Despite Luke insisting he was not military anymore, it appeared he'd got his discharge date wrong by a day and had to write a formal apology. Oh, cool. Extra art.
Congratulations.
It's basically the continuation because look, Dan's all beat up. Oh, that's cute. Nash is doing his freaking move to some guy who's just getting... Ah! So who's playing it? Oh, Rashid's right there. Alex is playing against who? I think he's playing against Guile and Ryu's just eating some pizza. This is basically a boys' night. Guys' night. Guys' night.
Thank you for playing.
So that's it. Street Fighter V arcade with every character. You voted for it, and you got it. I hope you all enjoyed these videos. You enjoyed my rambling, my thoughts on Street Fighter V, the characters, everything. Street Fighter V is fully updated. Basically, sadly, if you get like the original vanilla version of Street Fighter V, one day the servers are going to go down, and you're not going to have anything. So if you can find Champion Edition, yeah, definitely pick it up. For the time being, that is, because Street Fighter 6 is right around the corner. My name is Clinkeroith. I thank you all so much for watching. And what's the next game? Don't know yet. Haven't decided. Thanks for watching.